Roger, have you got the other one?
Anyway,
Here's another one.
Got to turn it on.
I'm going to let Erika Franzi, she wants to say a few words to you, and she's going to use the bullhorn so you can hear her.
You know that a lot of us are here because of your
Turn it on, you got to turn the volume on.
I'm well aware of that.
We want in! We want in!
We want in!
We want in!
We want him out!
All right, can everybody hear me?
Oh yeah.
I'll try to keep this short because I know it's hot out here. But, I'm going to read this because impromptu is not my thing. But a lot of action has been taken on nationalized health care since the last time we met, which wasn't that long ago. And as of 3 days ago, House Resolution 3200, America's Affordable Health Choices Act of 2009, was referred to the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Its proper and ironic title is to provide affordable, quality health care for all Americans and reduce the growth in health care spending and for other purposes.
What else is new?
Yes. It maybe sounds somewhat laudable on the face of it, and let's not kid ourselves. Our healthcare system has serious problems. Millions of Americans are uninsured, and we're unable to afford the outrageous rising expense of routine and emergency medical care. And the President and Congress are correct to be seeking an answer to this problem. But the proposed answer in H.R. 3200 is to offer government-funded health insurance to 47 million currently uninsured Americans at an estimated cost of $1.5 trillion to us. As if that weren't bad enough news, the actual problem with our health insurance industry is too much government involvement.
Yeah!
Do you want Washington bureaucrats standing between you and your doctors, or do you want the right to choose?
No!
Right to choose.
Will our best and brightest pursue the rigors of medical school and years of internship and residency to become the pawn of government?
No!
Would you?
No!
At a time of unprecedented national debt, the cost of H.R. 3200 will force permanent higher taxes on all workers in return for bureaucratic delays, physician shortages, and rationed, lower quality health care. A government-run, tax-subsidized healthcare system will push private doctors, researchers, and insurance providers out of the market and force an estimated 114 million privately insured Americans into the government program. In response to criticism that the public option will push private insurance out of business, our president said, if private insurers say that the marketplace provides the best quality health care, if they tell us that they're offering a good deal, then why is it that the government, which they say can't run anything, suddenly is going to drive them out of business? That's not logical.
Yes,
This
it
statement
is.
was made in willful ignorance of the fact that private insurers will be at an obvious and severe competitive disadvantage to the public plan, which will be backed by the unlimited funding of the federal treasury. In a brief span of time, millions of Americans will be pushed out of private insurance and onto the public option. This is a thinly veiled means of nationalized health care end.
They want control, that's all it's all about.
That's right. To ignore that fact is not logical. Apart from health insurance, what is the current picture of American health care? Currently, part of our problem lies in the dwindling supply of health care providers. The number of doctors is increasing at only 1% a year. The number of available nurses is not increasing at all. Apparently, the way to give health care is by being more efficient. What does that mean? Rationing. Efficiency equals rationing. Statistically, cutting health care to seniors and the severely ill who statistically do not have as much to lose by not getting good health care. In other words, the President believes that those above 60, which might be a few of you, will not live nearly as long as a healthy 25-year-old. So why waste doctors, nurses, drugs, hospitals, and surgeries on you?
Genocide!
Exactly.
Euthanasia.
But it means they won't be drawing on Social Security as long.
Yeah, that's right.
They get to keep it.
Those who are deemed worthy of care will wait for it. Sometimes waiting is an inconvenience, and sometimes it is deadly. Shauna Holmes, a Canadian citizen, was experiencing neurological problems. Upon being referred to a specialist in Canada, she was told she would have to wait for 6 months for an appointment. Feeling that something was desperately wrong but unable to get an appointment under Canadian socialized medicine, she called the Mayo Clinic in the United States and got an appointment that same day. She came to the United States and was diagnosed with a rare brain tumor. She was immediately treated at Mayo, was cured of her cancer within 2 months. She would have still been waiting for 4 months. She would not have been waiting because she would have died. Shauna was lucky in more ways than one, because if we get socialized medicine, we will have nowhere to go. The president has said that the proof that the free market does not work in the health insurance industry is that the current system is broken. But the current system is already so infected with government involvement, it is not a free market.
That's right.
Health insurance in America only has the veneer of a free market industry. Behind the veneer, however, the industry is subject to countless state and federal laws, regulations, and taxes which do not apply to all insurance companies equally. I was going to tell you the story of Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It would take a while, and it's hot out here. I'll post it on the Asheville Tea Party website.
All right.
Let me just mention, I saw photos from the Western North Carolina for Change Healthcare rally at Pritchard Park recently, and I saw a sign that really struck me, and one of the signs said, "I am my brother's keeper." Now, obviously, the person who held this sign was trying to take the moral high ground by saying that the healthcare issue is a moral issue. Well, I agree, and I think we all do, that it is good to be your brother's keeper. But if you plan to be your brother's keeper by using your other brother's money, the moral high ground is not yours.
Amen.
And don't be your grandparents' executioner.
That's right.
Exactly.
As a grandparent.
And this brings me to the most basic and important issue upon which we should all object to the President's health care plan. Health care is not a right.
Right.
Right. As Americans, our only rights are the rights to life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness. All legitimate rights have one thing in common: their rights to action, not to rewards from other people. These rights require no action from others. You are guaranteed the chance to work for what you want. You are not promised a reward for no effort. The right to life does not mean that others owe you a living. It means you have the right to find a job and work hard to keep it and the fruits of your labor, through hardship if necessary. Our moral principles have been turned upside down. The politicians say you're entitled to something simply because you want it or need it. Even FDR said we should all be free from want. And how does the government, which produces nothing, get all these things that the people want? Steal it. That's right. By violating the rights of the people who produce the goods and services. So the actual rights of men are wiped out in favor of the imaginary ones, and the producers become the servants of the state.
Right.
We're here today to tell Congressman Shuler that he must oppose this disastrous bill. He must not buckle to the pressure to simply toe the party line. He must vote against government takeover of 15% of our nation's economy. He must vote for our rights, our freedom, our health, and our future. He must vote no on House Resolution 3200.
Yes.